Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel dedicated to you, the trader. We want you to be successful in the markets. So guys, I'm going to give you some gold every day. I'm going to let you know which currency pairs I'm looking to trade and which direction. And I'm also going to let you know which news that you must be aware of. If you like these vids, then please subscribe to the channel and like and share. So let's take a look at the chart and what I'm potentially going to trade today. Good morning traders, how are you? It is Thursday the 21st of April and we've got a lot in store for you today with today's vid. We're going to do a recap of yesterday's trades, we're going to look at today's potential trade ideas, we're going to look at the news, and I also have a question for you today guys. And also would love to hear from you. If you have any questions about trading or want to let us know how your trading's going, then please leave a comment below the vid. It'll be great to hear from you guys. Right, as always, we're going to start with yesterday's trade. We're going to take a look at those. Okay, so we had two potential trades from yesterday. The first one is this is the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar, and we were shorting this market. So as you can see, it was once in an upward trend, then it was sideways. Okay, and then eventually this sideways movement broke. Okay, it broke these lows. Okay, so we were looking to trade short, looking to go down to this blue line here, guys. Okay, we had this very bearish candle a few days ago, and then we also had these rejection wicks, okay, from our grey zones. Okay, so this tells me, you know, price could come lower, and as you can see guys, it has. All right, so let's look at H1 to see what actually happened yesterday and if we could get in on the trade. This was actually a very good trade. Yeah, took a nice amount of profit from this. Okay guys, so yeah, we had our two grey zones. As you can see, price left this grey zone a couple of days ago. All right, and then it come up into this grey zone here. Okay, and then we had this candle. We had this candle form. This tells me that sellers are in control. This is a candlestick pattern. Then we had this candle as well. All right, so both of these candles you could have entered on, guys. All right, short. They both tell me sellers are in control. You'll put your stop just above the highs here. Okay, put your stop just above the highs, and then take price back down to, well, first of all, take it back down to the last H1 lows. So that was this area here. So I closed 80% of the trade at this last H1 low. All right, and now I've let 20% of the trade run. Okay, so I'm still in this trade for 20%. I'm going to try and let that run down to our blue higher time frame target. All right, but yeah, and I still expect this. So let's look at the day chart, and I still expect this to carry on downwards, guys. Yeah, I still think it can come down and reach our blue line. Okay, so if you are still in this trade for 20%, leave it. Yeah, let it run. Okay, you've taken 80% of the trade off, so let 20% run. But guys, I hope you took this trade. This was a great trade and it's still going. Okay, the next one we looked at was this. This was the Aussie dollar against the US dollar. The reason we took this trade is, so it was in an uptrend. You had higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But then these lows here were broken. So first of all, those lows were broken. So for me, structure has changed. But there was this area here that was once resistance, then became support. Yeah, it was resistance, and now it's became support. But we had a candle here that broke that structure. Okay, broke that support, and so I expected price to come down lower. Okay, so yeah, let's look on H1 to see what actually happened. Okay, guys, and as you can see, price did come up into our grey zone. But as soon as price left our grey zone, guys, yeah, I'm not interested. Okay, so I did explain this yesterday. If price starts leaving our grey zone and doesn't react, we don't get a candlestick pattern, then chances are price is going to go higher. And then sure enough, it did. Okay, so yeah, we didn't have a trade on this. We didn't have a candlestick pattern set up. So yeah, that kept us out of trouble. So yeah, we didn't have a trade. It's interesting now, guys. We'll see what happens with this today because the H1 structure has changed. We've got higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But then this low here has been broken. So perhaps the Aussie dollar, US dollar could start coming down, but it's not a trade idea for today, guys. Okay, but yeah, no trade on the Aussie dollar, US dollar short, but a great trade on the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. I hope you took that trade, guys. It meant a very profitable day. Right, let's take a look at today's potential trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed yesterday's recap, then please smash that like button. Yeah, it really helps support the channel. And why not smash the subscription button? Come and join us at Simply Forex. We'd love to have you here. Right, so for today, Thursday the 21st of April, we've got two potential trades, guys, and I have a question for you. But let's look at the trades first. So the first one we're going to look at is this, guys. This is the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. We've been shorting this for some time now, and it keeps giving us profits. Yeah, so I won't spend too much time explaining why, but price was in an uptrend. Yeah, then sideways movement. Price didn't know what to do with itself. It contracted, and then sure enough, price broke quite aggressively downwards. Okay, we had this very bearish candle here, and we've had 2 days of candles with wicks that have rejected our grey zones. So I still think we have the potential to the downside to this blue line here, guys. All right. So that's the reasons we are shorting this market. Let's look at H1 for execution. My computer is very slow this morning, guys. Bear with me. All right, guys. So I've slightly adjusted our grey zones, guys, because obviously price structure changes throughout the day. So we need to adjust our grey zones. Okay. So we've got the 2 grey zones, guys. Yeah, we've got, first of all, this grey zone, okay? So price could retrace back up into this grey zone, this last area of what was once support. Yeah, once support kept bouncing off this, bang, then becomes resistance, okay? All right, this is a very common pattern in the market, guys. So price comes back up to what was once support, now resistance. Yeah, we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. If you don't know what bearish candlestick patterns are, check out one of my tutorials. And then they are always our trigger to enter the market. So we enter the trade. We always take price back down to our first H1 low or high. And then we're at this point, we'll close 80% of the trade. And then we'll leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target, the blue line. Okay, so New Zealand Canadian dollar, we're still looking to short this market, guys. Okay. The next trade is this. This is the Aussie dollar against the Canadian dollar. Obviously, these 2 pairs are highly correlated, guys. So you can either trade the one that gives you the best setup or split your normal position size between both of the trades. Yeah, but always follow your risk management. So what we're seeing here, guys, is again, price was once in an uptrend. Lower lows, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, okay, and then price didn't create a higher high. Yeah, these wicks, yeah, left this last high here, but never closed outside of that last high and come back in. So this tells me that price structure is usually breaking down, okay, and then sure enough, this low here, yeah, eventually broke. Yeah, this low broke down. Okay, price has come back up, Again, very common pattern, guys, a very tradable pattern where price comes down, treats this area as support, breaks it, and then that area becomes the resistance zone. All right. Then we had this wick here. This wick here rejected that grey zone. Okay, so this is a good setup. All right, so I think we could take price back down to this last low here, this last area of support here. Okay, guys, so we're looking to short this market. Let's look at H1 for execution. So a couple of grey zones, guys. Yeah, you can clearly see the H1 structure is in a downtrend as well, but we want to see price come back up into this grey zone. Then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. That's our cue to enter. We enter the trade. We take price back down to this last low. We close 80% of the trade, and then we leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. Okay. Yeah, price could retrace up to here. I don't expect it to, but it could. So we have another grey zone, but again, a bearish candlestick pattern forms. Yeah, and then that's our trigger to enter. We come back down to the last H1 lows. Okay, it might be here. Okay, and then we close 80% of the trade, and then we leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. All right, guys. So yeah, Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar short, and New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar short. Okay, guys. I also have a question for you. So this is the US dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, let's imagine I have a gun at your head and I say you must trade this pair today. Okay. What would you do? Yeah, so US dollar, Japanese yen, I say to you, you have to trade this pair, guys. Okay, I'm going to give you $1 million, trade this pair. What would you do with this currency pair today? Which direction would you trade it, and why? Okay, guys, so yeah, that's a question as well. Right, guys, let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis and would like to receive it every single day, Monday to Friday, then please smash the subscription button and then smash the notification button as well, guys. That way you'll receive an alert and you'll receive it every single day. You won't miss one. Right, so news for today. Overnight, we had retail sales coming out of Australia. This was a 3-star rating, but that's been and gone. What we're interested in today is, first of all, this. At 9 o'clock GMT, we have a 3-star rating coming out of the euro. This is CPI, so inflation figures really, guys, okay? So a lot of focus on inflation at the moment, so this could really move the euro. If we carry on down, at 12:30 GMT, we've got initial jobless claims and Philadelphia Fed manufacturing. These are 2 3-star ratings, both coming out at 12:30. So this could move any US dollar pair. And then we have some speakers, guys, for the rest of the day. So 3 o'clock, we've got Fed Chair Powell. Obviously, when he speaks, the market listens, so he could move the markets. We also have 4:30, we have Bank of England Governor Bailey, and 5 o'clock, we have the ECB President Lagarde. So yeah, at 5 o'clock GMT. So we've got some speakers here, guys. So be aware of them. They could move the market. Yeah, but that's it for the rest of the day. No other news to speak of. Guys, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the vid. Please subscribe, like, and share the vid. I hope you have a stupendous trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.